All right, let's look at the homework 6.1, problem number 4. All right, so we're going to use integration by parts twice to evaluate this integral. All right, so let's do that. All right, so I'm going to let u be 5 over 2 x squared, and dv to be the rest of it, so it's going to be e to the x over 2 dx, right? And then go through the usual drills. So we're going to take the derivative. We have take the derivative u with respect to x. It's going to be equal to. All right, so you have a 5 halves is just a constant multiple. Put that there. Derivative of x squared would be 2x. Right? So we can cancel 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. So this is just going to be 5x. So if you multiply through by dx, so we have an expression for du, which is going to be 5x dx. All right, so then we're going to do the work with this guy. First, I'm going to divide through by dx, so that we have a dv over dx, which is equal to e to the x over 2. All right, so derivative of v is e to the x over 2. So we can take the antiderivative with respect to x so that we can recover v. So antiderivative of e to the x over 2 would be e to the x over 2, then divided by 1/2, which is the same thing as multiply by 2. So I'm going to put that 2 there. All right. And remember that integration of parts goes something like this, right? So integral u dv is equal to uv minus integral v du. All right, so let's follow that. So this is going to be equal to, all right, so we have, let's see, we need u. U is sitting right here. And we need v, which is sitting right here. And also du. So we just need those three things, all right? So it's going to be uv, so we multiply these two guys together, and the 2's cancel out. So I'm going to just put the 5 x squared e to the x over 2. Then we have a minus integral, right, v times du. So we have to multiply these together. So you have a 2 times 5 is 10. We have x, and we have e to the x over 2, then dx. Right? All right, so I'm done with the first term, but the second term there's an integral, so I'm going to have to apply another integration by parts. So here, I'm going to let, now this is a new u, so u is going to be, I'm going to use 10x, all right? And the dv to be the rest of it, which is going to be e to the x over 2 dx. All right, so which is exactly the same thing as before, as dv is. So we know that this is going to give you v is equal to 2 times e to the x over 2. All right, so I'm just copying that. All right, then this one, we're going to just take the derivative of u with respect to x, which gives you 10. and which means that by multiply through by dx, we know that du is equal to 10 dx. All right, again, we're just going to need u and v and also du. All right, so this is going to be, let's see, I'm going to go here. All right, first term is already done, so I'm going to copy 5x squared e to the x over 2. All right, minus. All right, I'm going to probably put a big bracket, maybe a curly bracket, really doesn't matter. All right, so uv is going to give you 20 x e to the x over 2. All right, and then minus integral, all right, v du. So 2 times 10 is 20. All right, so you have e to the x squared. Oh, sorry, not squared. E to the x over 2. All right, and also dx. All right, so this is going to be equal to, all right, so you have a 5x squared e to the x over 2. All right, then this negative sign is going to apply to distribute it to the first term and the second term. All right, so this is going to be a minus 20x e to the x over 2. All right, so you have a double negative, so this is going to be a plus sign. All right, so you have 20, it's just a constant, so I just put that there. All right, antiderivative of e to the x over 2 is e to the x over 2 divided by 1/2 is the same thing as multiply by 2. All right, then you have a plus some constant c. All right, then we can clean this up. All right, so you can see that every single term has e to the x over 2 here, all 3 terms here. So we can pull it out. So you have e to the x over 2. All right, then we have what's left. So we know that here you have 5x squared. So I put that there, 5x squared. Actually, I could have pulled the, maybe I'll do that later. All right, then you have minus 20x. So minus 20x. And then we have 40. All right. So we have, all right, so every single term has a 5 in it. So I'm going to pull out the 5. All right. Then you have x squared left. All right. So, and to pull 5 from negative 20x, that's going to give you negative 4x. And then we pull a 5 from 40, so that's going to be plus 8. All right. Then we have e to the x over 2. I forgot to plus some constant c and plus some constant c. All right. So let's type it in. All right. We got 5 times x squared minus 4x plus 8. Then we have e to the x over 2. And I don't really need the parentheses, so I'm going to just get rid of that. And then plus some constant c. All right, let's check the answer. All right, it came back, and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.